Hello, my name is Joseph Greenspan with First Fidelity Home Mortgage in Wisconsin. Wanted to give you guys a little update on what's happening with the economy because you keep hearing all these things about the CPI, the PPI, the BLS, all these different numbers. And what do they mean? How does it impact you? So I want to actually just briefly go over that so you get an understanding, and hopefully I'll make it simple enough. The more you start listening to stuff, paying attention, hopefully the information that I'm giving you, it will start making more sense. It doesn't happen overnight. But I also want to start out by giving a little bit of information to our young working professionals out there. Right now, you guys have a lot of opportunities to do remote um, work, so you don't necessarily have to go in. Well, whether or not it's a job or whether or not it's a career, I encourage you guys to really think about going into the office. If it's a job, you want to get paid more, well, you got to know more, right? And if it's a career, you want to definitely be learning more, and there's a lot more to learn in the office. One of the biggest things is actually finding somebody to mentor. When you're working from home, you're not finding anybody to mentor, which means you're not really learning a lot. And what you're going to be seeing down the road, they're going to be talking about people aren't qualified to be moving them up into management situations and things like that because they haven't been mentored by anybody, so they don't really understand anything besides the task that they were focused on. Okay, so moving forward, we heard last week about the consumer price index, and it said inflation rose um, a little in June, but the tariff-related price hikes were smaller than expected because everybody's waiting for these, tariff things to affect the prices, and inflation's going to skyrocket. Well, that didn't really happen much. Happened a little bit with clothes and furniture. You had cars actually decrease. That was a big area they said it was going to cost us in, and it hasn't. And then another area they said it would cost us a lot would be in food, and food increased slightly. So that's not where we're seeing any kind of inflation. Also, sorry about that. We're also seeing that the producer price index is actually lower than came in lower than expectations, and what that means is the cost that it takes for them to produce things is actually less for the consumer. So by the time it gets to the shelf for you to buy it, they're not going to be increasing their prices because their prices haven't increased. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Other thing is housing starts and everything are actually still slow in contraction mode, and which leads to my next piece of advice for if you're waiting for interest rates to go down. That's a more expensive way to go. I think now what you do, they tell you fall in love with the house and date the rate. So what that basically means is you can always refinance when rates go down. So right now we still have real estate and it keeps increasing. So let's use a modest 3.5% this year. So on a $500,000 home, whatever it is, you're going to have a 3.5% increase. On a $500,000 home, that's $17,500. So if you're paying $500 more a month because the interest rate's higher, refinance in a year. Okay, so you made 17,500 in equity. You had to pay an extra $6,000. So do the math, right? You're coming out ahead. Say it takes you 2 years and you look to refinance. That's $35,000 in equity, and then you're subtracting 12,000. So you come out ahead. So hey, go to our website and you can ask questions there, or you could fill out a little mini app and put in there what you're looking to do. We're doing a lot of gifts of down payments for people right now and doing a lot of home equity loans so people can do debt consolidation and not touch their first mortgage. We've been around since 1996, 8+ with the Better Business Bureau. Thanks for taking the time, share and like, and we'll talk to you next time.